Morning benders. Today I'm going to see if I can create a rival Roblox game in 24 hours. There's one small problem. I can't script. So I'm going to call my good friend Subs. Okay, let the challenge begin. I was going to make a volleyball game originally in a week, but things got complicated, so I decided to do an easier project, which was dodgeball. So we already had assets made, such as the map and the lobby etc. So we just used that and I revamped it a little bit so it's more dodgeball themed. And then that didn't take really long because we had made assets. So after I finished this was the end result. Now I'm not going to go with anything crazy, it's pretty simple. That's what I'm aiming for. I'm trying to make a simplistic game. It's not going to be the best game in the world. We already had most of the UI done for the volleyball game, so the same with building, everything was basically done. Now there was some stuff that I needed to make from scratch, which was the MVP banner, because we didn't have it, so I just got Sub to send me a reference, and then I went to Figma and just sped run that thing. I mean, it looked simple, imported it into Studio, and yeah, it looked decent I guess. We just had to revamp it so it's not volleyball themed, rather dodgeball. So I didn't waste any time and I went straight to work. So I went for a red theme so it's not like an orangey volleyball theme like Haiku. All I did was just revamp it. Now we had to plan the characters. We were going to add 5 characters. They were going to be like Gojo, Naruto, etc. But for copyright issues, I'm going to rename them into like Yellow Shinobi, Honored One, etc. Remove their faces. So yeah, I did exactly that, found the models, did that. Now it was the animations and the VFX. So, god damn it, I took a break after this, and then after taking a break, I went straight to work on the animations. This was the finished result. Since we only got 24 hours to do this, I didn't go anything crazy, I just made it in like a couple of minutes. Doesn't look the best, but it works. Then I went into Studio, made some VFX. This was the Russian Shuriken, but I later changed it to the Rasengan. This is for the Shadow Clone Jutsu, so we just spawned like another person so I can throw 2 balls at the same time. And then I also imported more of the animations. And then we needed a power bar, so I just went to Figma, made a quick power bar in like 2 minutes. Yeah, it looks pretty bad, but hey, I'm not that bothered, okay? It's a simple game and we got 24 hours to make it, so yeah. I then imported the power bar into Studio and scaled it, and then added a frame so it can go like there to select your power. Basically, you time it and then you throw it, so the middle is the strongest and left and right is like the weakest throw you can throw. Sub wanted a MVP animation, so I was like, yeah, sure, but we have 24 hours and I couldn't really be bothered to animate it, so I went to RoVFX, went to community resources, found that MVP animation. It was Blue Lock themed, it was Kaiser's MVP animation. Cheers to Icelandish, thanks for his animation, you guys can have it, just join RoVFX, it's open source, bro. I then just basically just imported it, added C frames to Kaiser, and then, so yeah, this was the MVP animation. Looks pretty cool, yeah. Pretty good for an open source, to be fair. I got blessed. I almost forgot to make a loading screen, so I just remembered, and then I just basically got one of the sitting animations from Project Blue Lock, and then imported it into there, and then posed a little bit, put a dodgeball in there, and then that was pretty much it, the loading screen. Basic stuff. And yeah, we got it to work. Yeah, it was looking fine. We did also have some shop items, which were titles, emotes, and I'm pretty sure we did ball colors and ball trials, so I got to work. I didn't make too many, I just recolored it on Studio because I'm not trying to do anything crazy because like I said, this is a very simplistic game. So yeah, we basically did all that. Well, I did it, but yeah. That's pretty much all my tasks done. I've also done every single VFX for every single character, every animation for every character, and then all the cosmetics, etc. I also did the sound effects, it was a pretty pain, and then, so yeah, I just handed everything back to Subs, and he got to work. The early testing stages looked like this. Pretty much we only got like basic framework done, etc. So yeah, Sub did more work, and eventually the game was playable. We had an intermission, because it's dodgeball, you can't just spawn in the middle of the goddamn map, because it just, like, it doesn't make sense, right? You can't join it, so we just spawn it. So you have to wait till the game ends, and then you can join. Anyways, that was pretty much the dodgeball game, pretty much done. It's not our best game, but like I said, it was a challenge to make a game in 24 hours. Do I think it's going to become viral? I don't think so myself. The game isn't the best, but like I said, people have a thing for simplistic games, so if it does hit, we will be making updates for Project Dodgeball. But the next project is going to be Project Basketball. I'm probably going to put a bit more effort into this game because this basketball game probably is going to be my best game that I've made so far. So I'll see you guys when I post that. But yeah, if you guys do want to check out the game, it is linked in the description below. much appreciated if you play it, and maybe you could give us some feedback and we can improve the game. But anyways, see you guys next time.